Go find this thing on Twitch, shall we? Hopefully it won't take too long. Twitch. Go away, Twitch. That one. Scroll down. That one. There's a stream. And there's the audio. So the audio is working as it should be. The stream's up. The chat's up. Right, yo. We're all good to go. So, hello and welcome everyone. Hello and welcome everyone to round 8 of the AM1 Championship here on Contest of Speed. A fairly special round of the championship as we're at Circuit de Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix. The racetrack was created in 1929. It was an idea of a former president of the Automobile Club de Monaco, a man by the name of Anthony Nogues. And we're still on the loading screen. Why is this taking forever? No loading screen is ever this long. Do we have a problem with the lobby, perhaps? This is taking forever. But yes, this Monaco Grand Prix circuit, to some, this 2.07 mile, 19 turn circuit is the most legendary and prestigious of them all. To others, they believe the circuit is a complete nightmare and doesn't fit at all in modern Formula One. Regardless of what people may think, there is one thing that every F1 fan can agree on, and that is Circuit de Monaco is the toughest and most brutal racetrack on the calendar. All the way around the circuit, you are but inches away from the barriers. Almost every corner is blind, and some of them are taken at 200 kilometers an hour plus. A single misjudgment or a lapse in concentration, big or small, and your race is done. But a circuit like this, where it's so technically demanding, it makes it incredibly rewarding, which is why Monaco is a place where everyone wants to win. But first, the drivers must tackle the most important and most spectacular qualifying session on the calendar. So let's see who pushes the envelope that little bit further, who drives that little bit closer to the car-destroying barriers and conquers the mighty streets of Monte Carlo. But first, a little bit of news from the previous race. I am happy to report there was no stewards reports from that race, so the results stand as they are. As a result, Barma is leading the championship on 114 points, with Passassin in second on 114 points behind, followed by Andy Wu, Cos Cameron, and Fredhead, who was no-showed for the past two races, but fortunately, I believe he's not here. I saw him in the Discord chat. I saw him in the Discord chat typing away, but no, he's not here. Looking at that list. But Arbo is back, which is great to see. He's been absent for a couple of races, but no, he's here for this race here at Monaco. And that's pretty much all the news. There hasn't been a lot going on in between last week and today. So we can wholly and solely focus on qualifying. And one neat little thing that Contest of Speed do for this race here in Monte Carlo, as you can tell, it's in the middle of the night, which is quite the spectacle. I love the look, love the aesthetic of a night Monaco. Really, really cool to look at. And hopefully this will spice things up for both qualifying and the race as well. Get the telemetry up, get the lap data up, same with the track map, and I imagine pretty much everybody will be qualifying on the soft compound tyre, so there'll be no need to have the tyre graphic up. But we're right on board with our championship leader. We'll give you a guided tour. One of the world's mightiest racetracks, heading down the pitch straightaway towards turn 1, Saint-Devote. He'll brake from 7th gear down to 4th. Actually went down to 3rd gear at the apex. Up Beau Rivage. Through the little left-hand kink of turn 2 into turn 3, Massenet. Then through Casino Square. Down the hill towards the first Mirabeau curve, the hairpin. Then the mighty Grand Hotel hairpin, the slowest corner in Formula 1. Through the second Mirabeau. Down the hill and around Portier. Through the tunnel. Flat out 7th gear. 280, 285 kilometers an hour on the brakes through the Nouvelle chicane. Guides it nicely through there. Now through Tabac, 5th gear, very, very tough corner, Tabac. Through the swimming pool complex. Then around Rascasse, 2nd gear, 60 kilometers an hour. Then through Anthony Nogues. Onto the pit straight once again. Comes up to the line. Barmer jumps up to 1st place with a 1 minute 9.991. Oh, and Aaron's almost gone into the barrier there. Coming through Mirabeau. Bersey on a set of medium, so he's going to set a banker time on this tyre, perhaps save a set of soft compound tyres later on in the qualifying session, perhaps save a set for the race itself. I wouldn't be at all surprised if we saw a safety car, such as the nature of this racetrack, but I also wouldn't be too surprised if we didn't see a safety car at all. Traditionally in F1 games, on a street circuit, the safety car tends to come out less often for whatever reason. It's the same sort of principle at Baku, at Singapore as well. Because for some reason, you have a big crash at a street circuit, it just doesn't bring out a safety car. Yeah, I don't get it either, but it's a thing that I've noticed in F1 2019, F1 2020. Heading down towards Tabac. It's Bersey. Actually, no, sorry. He just completed a flying lap by my mistake. Did a 1 minute 12.6 on the medium tyre. Peyton has invalidated. JCK getting ready to set a flying lap. Andy has invalidated, so he's probably going to go back into the pits. Oh no, he's going to have another go. And JCK is out, crashing out at the swimming pool complex. Oh dear. Oh, and Lopez almost does the same thing. Oh, there's the Williams. So JCK will be starting from the back of the field unless somebody else retires early on. Lopez goes back into the pits, almost goes into the barrier. Andy not using any battery at the moment, so don't think he's on a flying lap. He's certainly pushing, even without using any battery. Interesting. Cameron getting ready to set a flying lap. Just under 12 minutes left in the session with Rod on board. Current time to beat, a 1 minute 9.9, set by his teammate and championship leader Barmer. Up the hill, up Beau Rivage towards Massenet. Brings it down to 4th gear. Then through Casino Square in 3rd gear, very tidy through that high-speed complex into Mirabeau. And around the hairpin. 1st gear, crawls his way around the curve. Through the 2nd Mirabeau, and then through Portier. 3rd gear on the exit, through the tunnel. Comes up through the gears, towards the Nouvelle chicane. That's Kerry getting out of the way, good job there. Through the chicane, nice and tidy. Now Tabac, very demanding left-hand corner. Through the swimming pool complex, purple to the 2nd sector. And comes around Rascasse. Then the final corner of Anthony Nogues onto the pit straight once again. Cameron will come up to the line and set a 1 minute 9.3. 6/10 faster than his teammate Barmer. Sasson getting ready to set a flying lap. Peyton about to start a flying lap. He's got Bersey just in front of him, going into the pit lane there. Alright, let's see how the Alfa Romeo driver fares around Circuit de Monaco. Gets through Saint-Devote pretty well. Up through Beau Rivage. Get to the right-hand side of the track for the left-hander. Take... Pretty tidy through Massenet and Casino Square. Into the tight and twisty second sector. Round the hairpin. Oof. Almost going into the barrier. I believe that's Cameron pulling off to the side to let some drivers through. He doesn't want to stay parked up for long, and I think... Oh yes, Vermeer has had a crash there at the chicane. I thought I saw that Ferrari come to a stop for whatever reason. And that's why Vermeer made a mistake through the Nouvelle chicane. Peyton apparently purple to the second sector. Cameron getting out of the way there. That's one of the nuances of Monaco. There's no room to get out of people's way around here, so you have to be very, very careful. Down the pitch straight away. Crosses the line. P2 for Peyton. With a 1 minute 9.787. Assassin has invalidated. Electric Blade on a flying lap. Coming through the tunnel. If only these cars had like a V8 or a V10 soundtrack. Our tunnel section in these cars would be absolutely amazing. Kitten Petter on a flying lap. I think. Yeah, he's using up his battery, so he must be. Through the Nouvelle chicane. Opens up to back. Very nice through there. Through the swimming pool complex. Keeps it off the barriers. Very important. Comes around the final corner of Anthony Nogues. Opens DRS on the pitch straight. Crosses the line. P7 overtakes his teammate who's on an outlap. On a set of mediums. Interesting. So there are one or two drivers trying to set times on the mediums. Whether that is to set a banker or maybe even strategy-wise try and start on the harder compound. Electric Blade coming through the tunnel section now. 280, 285, 287 kilometers an hour through Anthony Nogues, Nouvelle chicane. With the swimming pool complex, 6th gear, brings it down to 4th gear. Then through Rascasse. Nice and tidy. Importantly kept it off the barriers. Electric Blade will cross the line to set an 11 flat. Jump into the top 10. Barmer making his way around the hairpin down through the second. Oh, he's definitely not on the push lap. Not at all. He's using next to no throttle input. Here comes an Alpine. That'll be Express. He's on old tyres and not using any batteries, so he's not on a flying lap. Bursey, though, purple, apparently, to the second sector. Oh, I'm pretty sure he went into the barrier there. At the second part of the swimming pool complex. Bursey will cross the line to jump up to P6 with a 1 minute 10.8. Arba making his way through the second sector now. Come through the second Mirabeau curve. That was some weird shadowing there. You see that? That was a shadow about 2 or 3 meters behind the AlphaTauri there. I'm not quite sure, Chunky, what's up with Assassin. He wouldn't want to start from the back of the field out of all racetracks. He wouldn't want to start from the back of the field here. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a qualifying ban. I checked the stewards' reports and there's nothing there. He's on an outlap now. There we are. So, I don't know. I guess he just wants to leave it last minute. Very dangerous thing to do around here, but See if it pays off. Arbar jumps to 4th place with a 10.2. Sideways out of Portier there for Peyton. Comes through the tunnel. Through the chicane. 2nd gear. Cuts it nicely there at turn 11. Through turn 12 to back as Vermeulen gets out of the way. Around Raskats, I've just read the chat there. Peyton will cross the line to jump up to pole position with a 1 minute 9.278. You'd be happy with that. See if Cameron can respond. Oh, that's not how you respond there, buddy. Oh, he went into the barrier there at Casino Square, pushing really hard. And yeah, he's backed out of his flying lap for sure. So he'll go back into the pit lane, get that front wing fixed. I believe Aaron is on a flying lap. He was only 1,000th down in the 1st sector. Get a lovely aerial shot here. Looking over a nighttime circuit de Monaco. Oh, right up towards the barriers. Pushing really, really hard. I think he backed out of a lap there. Oh, dearie me! And Possession has made a mistake at the Nouvelle chicane. He's turned in too early for turn 10. The rear wheel hit the barrier, and he did a perfect pirouette. 10 out of 10 for style. 0 out of 10 for speed, though. Well, he'll have to come back in. Those tyres would be fairly well shredded, wouldn't they? No, he's going to do a lap. There we go. Well, his tyres won't feel great. We'll see how Possession deals with it. Up through Beau Rivage towards Massenet, brings it down to 4th gear, hugs the inside, then through Casino Square, 3rd gear, short shifts to 4th, down the hill, around Mirabeau, the first Mirabeau curve, up by 26 thousandths in purple to the 1st sector, around the Grand Hotel hairpin, then through the 2nd Mirabeau curve, through Portier, then through the tunnel that follows the coastline here at Monaco. Down the hill towards the Nouvelle chicane. Doesn't turn in early this time and doesn't cut turn 11 either. Through to back. Missed the apex maybe by a little bit. My goodness, he's up by 3.4 seconds in that sector. And he's purple to that 2nd sector as well. Oh, overshot Raskas just a little bit. Possession will cross the line to jump up to P3. It's not enough for pole position. But importantly, he's starting towards the front. But that mistake at Raskas may have cost him a chance at pole position. Peyton and Cameron on out laps, getting ready to set their final flying lap. Same with Barmer. Arbar, I believe, has completed qualifying. He just set a flying lap, I'm pretty sure. No, hang on, he's up by a 10.5 in the 1st sector. It's just from this outboard shot, he didn't look like he was travelling very quickly, but no, I may be wrong here. Stay with him. Is he using battery? Yes, he's using battery, so this is a genuine flying lap from Arbar. His teammate is on one as well. He's coming through Portier. Around to back. Brings it down to 5th gear. Up by almost half a second. And how did you not invalidate there? My goodness, you cut everything. Around Raskas. Opens DRS on the pit straight. He'll cross the line to set a 1 minute 9.8. 5th fastest. He's missed out on 4th place by a 10th. Speaking of which, Barmer's on a flying... No, he's not on a flying lap. He's invalidated. Vermeulen has retired from the session, crashing out of Casino Square. from the looks of things. There he is there. Dear oh dear. That's a better shot of it. Poor fella. Breezy in a bit of trouble as well, it seems. He's got a missing front wing, so he won't be setting a flying lap. A competitive flying lap, that is. So he'll start from 15th. Peyton's session is done. Can he hang on to pole position, or does Cameron have a response? Let's see, through Larascas. I don't think he'll have a response. He's coming into the pit lane. His session is done. Same with Passassin. Same with Arbar. Anyone else? Andy's on a flying lap. Up by 6/10 in the middle sector. Sideways through the swimming pool complex. It validates, oh dear, at turn 16. That big wiggle at the beginning of the swimming pool complex resulted in him overshooting the second part of the bus stop. As a result, his lap was invalid, so Andy will start P11. But with that 6/10 improvement, he would have jumped, probably P7. Maybe P6 if he found a bit more time in that final sector. But he'll get to decide what tyre he starts on, as he qualified 11th. But it's Peyton on pole position with a 1 minute 9.278, 36 thousandths of a second, separating the top two at the end of qualifying. Passassin half a tenth behind pole position, very tight between the top three. Barmer in P4, Arbar P5, Bersey P6, Solar qualifying for AlphaTauri. Same with Haas as well, Electric Blade followed by Aaron Carey. Then Lopez and Vermeulen rounds out the top 10. All of them starting on medium tyres. And Andy did that time on a set of mediums as well. Dear oh dear. We've got Express, Kitten Petter, Dream, Breezy and JCK. After retiring early in qualifying, will start from the back of the field. He might be KD with 3 lap-old softs. And he did have that spin at the Nouvelle Chicane, which would have taken a fair bit of life out of the tyre. So he may have to pit early. Well, earlier than his rivals to get onto the mediums. But timing of the pit stops is everything. If you can get an undercut, then you know it may work for you. Like if you pit early, you need to get into clear air and push, basically. Try and make the undercut work. Typically, the overcut is more favoured here at Monaco. It'll be interesting to see how it all pans out, regardless. And I'm curious to see what the drivers outside the top 10 do in terms of strategy. Will they start on the medium tyre? Maybe some of them may start on the hard tyre, who knows? Let's have a look. Get rid of the interval for now. Rightio, so we know the top 10 starting on soft tyres. Andy, first car outside the top 10, starting on a set of mediums. Express alongside him, starting on fresh, soft compound tyres. Kitten Petter in P13 also starting on medium, so the McLarens are on the same strategy here. Dream on a set of medium, same with Breezy. JCK at the back of the field, starting on a set of hards. The only driver in the field starting on the set of hards. He may be a tad bit screwed. Ooh, dearie me, and Breezy's jumping around everywhere. And that can't be just me, because JCK is moving perfectly fine. So, JCK backing up quite a bit here. It actually gives us an opportunity to have a proper look at the environment around the racetrack. One thing I've always adored about Monaco is just how spectacular it is as a location. Like, you've got the Alps on one side, you've got the Mediterranean on the other. And in the middle, you've got this complex city full of tall buildings. And weaved between those buildings is this racetrack. I bet the people who made this place over in Codemasters really enjoyed making this, putting all the fine details into the racetrack. Like, to me, it's just incredible. Leaders are lining up back on the grid, getting ready to take off. Whoever leads into turn 1 has a fair chance of winning this race. So the start is incredibly important. JCK is lining up. So everyone's lined up and ready to race here at Monte Carlo. Still on the grid. Why are we still on the grid? What are we waiting for? Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me we have a lobby glitch. Please, no. Please. Oh, thank goodness we don't. Rightio, here we go. We have 5 red lights. And it's lights out. And away we go here at Monaco. Peyton converts well. He's side by side with Cameron. He's trying to fight around the outside. They make contact and Cameron's in the barrier. He's in the barrier. He spins out. Plummets down through the order. He falls to last. And something's happened to Peyton as well. He's dropped from the lead and it's Persasson who's out in front, followed by Barmer, Arba. Then Electric Blade is in 4th. Bersy in P5. Lopez fighting with Aaron. Oh, bump, bump, bump through the hotel hairpin. Oh, dearie me, that's nasty. But the 2 leaders coming together at turn 1. And their races are done, I'm afraid. On the back of the field. They've got a lot of work to do. And they need a lot of luck to fall in their favour if they want to get back towards the front. Cutting the chicane is Andy. Fortunately, though, I don't think he's got a penalty for that. But he overshot the chicane there. But I think the game thought he slowed down enough so it wouldn't give him a penalty. Now, Cameron has damage. Peyton doesn't look like he has damage, so I think he may stay out. Kitten Petter does, obviously. He's come into the pits. So 2 drivers getting damage early on. A set of mediums going on to the McLaren and a front wing change. Persasson leading the way, building a margin over Barmer. Arba closely following behind, same with Electric Blade, Bersy. That's your top 5. Then we got Aaron, Lopez, Andy, Vermouth and Express. That's the top 10. In terms of positions gained. Or something's happened to Aaron. He spun out her portiere. Perhaps clipped the inside barrier and spun the car out. Not 100% sure, but he's getting it pointed in the right direction and away he goes. Peyton on the back of Dream. They make contact. And Dream just opens the door and lets the Alfa Romeo through. Peyton, he'll be looking to charge his way through the field to make up for lost time and lost places. It's going to be incredibly difficult to do that around here at Monaco. Lopez, being forced into the barrier there by Vermouth, and through goes Express, who's looking to take the Ferrari. Not quite, not enough momentum, I'm afraid, as Breezy has left the session. A bit tight through there at Casino Square. Down to Mirabeau and then into the hairpin. Very, very tough to pass, unfortunately. It's very, very easy to make a mistake. Blow this race wide open. Appears there may be a battle brewing for 4th place. Breezy has rejoined the session. Now, Bursey will have DRS. He will close in a little bit as Breezy leaves the session again. But the DRS zone on the pit straight isn't particularly long, so you don't get a massive advantage from it. Look at this. JCK, P-Dog Peyton. That is Breezy. He's been shown in 16th place. Is that right? Yeah, look at that. He's 52.5 seconds behind Cameron. So he's already been lapped. Oh dear. And that's Lopez spinning round. Where are you? Oh, you're in the runoff area at Mirabeau. Righto. He's lost a whole heap of time. Oh dear. Peyton closing in on JCK, who's on the hard tyre. Oh. Peyton right on the back of JCK. Through to back. Through the swimming pool complex. Oh, Breezy's not having a good time at the moment. Oh no, poor fella. And Cameron has left the session as well. He's got a penalty next to his name. Vermeulen is into the pits. Front wing change and hard tyres going on. Peyton still on the back of JCK as they head up Beau Rivage towards Massenet. Oh, there's a door open. Peyton doesn't go through it. Around Mirabeau. JCK sort of missing apexes at the moment. Feeling a bit of the pressure. Down through Portier towards the tunnel. Oh, you have a power outage, Cam. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we're only a few laps into this, so could have come in and race if the timing was a bit better. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully the stream will be enjoyable, even though it is Monaco. There won't be too much passing going on. But there may be a fair bit of drama, so keep an open mind. A Beau Rivage again. Can Peyton do anything? A potential overtaking spot is into the first Mirabeau, the hairpin. Peyton can't get a run through Casino Square to then attack down the inside into Mirabeau. You can't really attack here at the hairpin as well. It's a bit too slow, a bit too tight. Same here with the second Mirabeau. Same again with Portier. You might be able to have a crack at the Nouvelle Chicane, but you need a really good run out of Portier. Maybe use a bit of battery through the tunnel and really send it down the inside into the chicane. There's Express as well, just in front. Round to back. Definitely not a passing spot to back. You could probably make a successful argument that to back is probably the most tricky corner on the racetrack. It's a corner where you really do need to be right up against the barriers if you want to take it at competitive speed, as Express is in the pit lane to chuck on the medium tyre. Front wing change? Nope. So he's got no damage. And why is there a plume of smoke? Right, I go. You do that. That's a scheduled stop for Express. He's going to try and undercut. But he needs to get out into clear air. Right now, he's with Cameron. Actually, this might be a bit close. Cameron's got momentum. Actually, no, that's the AI of Cameron. That's right, he left the session a while ago, didn't he? Hopefully he'll rejoin. The Dream is on the back of this group now. That is being led by JCK. There's Aaron, as Cameron has rejoined. In P10, closing in as well. Oh, Peyton right on the back. 3:10 separating the two. Oh, I'm pretty sure you went into the barrier there. Now those... Oh, as Peyton goes into the pits. Now those blue flags being shown, that's because of the AI of Breezy. That is currently a lap down, according to the timing sheets anyway. Front wing change for Peyton, so that bump with the barrier gave him wing damage. So I don't think it was a scheduled stop. Out he comes, and he'll be in clear air. Look at that. Now he just needs to push. Andy has made his way by Electric Blade for P5 as the intervals go a bit wonky because Cameron rejoined the session. This is something that the intervals do. JCK, a 3-second time penalty. I'll give this guy a fair bit of credit though. He's on the hard tyre and he's keeping out of trouble. He's in the top 10 as well on the hard tyre, so he's doing really, really well considering the circumstances. Got Dream and Aaron getting very close together. Vermoo gets a 3-second time penalty. Did that at the bus stop, the swimming pool complex. Through Santa Vot. Alex closing in to within 3/10, 2.5 as they enter Massenet. Cameron overtaking Express. And that's... Oh! And that's... Cameron, not the AI Cameron. And I'm pretty sure he hit the wall there at Santa Vot. I could be wrong though. Oh, and Express has got a lot of understeer through Massenet. I reckon he's got a problem. He's right on board. Through the hairpins he looks alright. As Varma goes into pit lane on lap 10 of 39. So he's getting off the soft tyre to put on a set of mediums. Express. He's lost a fair bit of time to Cameron. But as Cameron demonstrated through qualifying, he's pretty quick around here. No, I think Express might have gotten away with damage. Yeah, I think he's alright. Though he has Peyton right on the back of him now. Oh, a big moment there, and here comes the Alpha. Oh, just not enough room to pass, unfortunately. Up around Anthony Nogues. And here comes the Alpha. Alongside him passes the Alpine. Into 13th place goes Peyton. Andy continuing his charge. He overtook Bursey through the tunnel. Same place where he overtook Electric Blade. So I'm guessing Andy's got a fair bit of traction coming out of Portier as Passassin pits for a set of mediums. He's able to get the traction down out of turn 8 so he can complete the pass through the tunnel. Arbar in the pits as well to get off the soft tyre. And he now takes the lead here at Monaco. Only just so. There's Passassin. Bursey isn't too far behind either. Arbar, where does he come out? He comes out P6 in front of JCK on the hard tyre. Aaron right behind the Williams now. Up the hill towards Massenet, down the inside, he's looking, he's got a nose alongside. He is alongside, they make contact! But they get through Casino Square in relatively one piece, but Aaron is through into 7th. Barmer getting by Electric Blade, that is for P4. Assassin right on the back of Andy. Through the swimming pool complex. 3/10 between the two. That is tight. Very tight. Ooh, bit of an awkward run. Through Raskas, Dream, a 3-second time penalty, a big wiggle, and here comes Assassin. Andy isn't even going to put up a fight. Oh. That's a bit disappointing. Bit anticlimactic. I was hoping Andy might put up a fight, but no. He decides to drive more sensibly and just let Assassin through. Electric Blade going on to a set of mediums. Go to the end. There we are. His teammate Aaron is still out there on worn soft tyres. Let's see here. Bersey trying to close in on Dream, who in turn is trying to close in on JCK. Oh, a bit of an awkward run there through Casino Square for the Williams driver. Ooh, that's tight. That is very, very close between those two into Mirabeau. Through the second Mirabeau. Down the hill. Around Portier. Oh, and clips the barrier. Dream just turned in a bit too much. There's Bersey. Hello, Bersey. Does he look? Well, not close enough. Around to back. Through the swimming pool complex. Can Dream get the run? Try and pass the Williams into Saint-Devote. It's around Raskas pretty well. And into the pits goes JCK. That's quite an early pit stop. Is this a strategic pit stop? Surely not. He must have damage. Yes, he does. New front wing and a set of mediums going on the car. Cameron closing in on the move. Oh, sparks fly here. Under the night sky at Monte Carlo. My goodness. And hello, Peyton. How are you doing? He's right on the back of this. Electric Blade looking down the inside into the Nouvelle Chicane. Can't commit to the move though. Oh, and oh right, okay. I thought Kitten Peta just drove drove into a Williams there. He quite literally did, but it's breezy. It's the AI. It's ghosting. That got me excited then. I got very nervous as Dream goes into the pit lane. Going on to another set of medium tyres and a front wing change. Oh, sorry, no, a set of hards. I thought they had a set of mediums out, but no, a set of hards. JCK, a 3-second time penalty, and away goes the Red Bull. Oh, Cameron. Oh, bit of Morse code there. Exchange between the two. I believe if you... Oh, and pile driven! Oh my goodness me! Peyton went straight into the back of Cameron there. How did Cameron keep it out of the barrier? I have no idea, but... Oh, dearie me. Peyton went straight into the back of Cameron at Mirabeau. Oh my goodness. And from the spectator point of view, his front wing looks completely fine. My goodness. Bersey, a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Still got a few more drivers to stop yet. Cameron desperately trying to find a way by. Onto the pit straight. Opens DRS and closes in. Here we go. There's Lopez. That will make things a tad bit More interesting. Into the barrier. Both drivers go. Oh dear, Vermouth understeered into the barrier at the exit of turn 1. Bounced off the barrier straight into Cameron. Then he hit the barrier. And has front wing damage. What about Vermouth? Surely he has damage from that. His front wing looks relatively okay. Well, for a brief moment, racing turned into ping pong. There you go. Barmer on the back of Andy. And Andy isn't opening the door for Barmer. Assassin out in front with a 13-second lead. Yeah, I imagine Cameron won't be in the best of moods, considering he qualified second and is now 10th with damage. Yeah. I'm sure Peyton won't be too happy either after qualifying on pole. He's currently down in 10th, and there we go. Cameron decides to retire from the race. Our first retirement from the race. Sparks flying again. Aaron overtaking Vermouth, and into Tabac we go. Gap is 0.3 of a second between the two. Will Andy just let Barmer by, or will he put up a fight? Let's see. Cameron has left the session. Understandably. Opens DRS and Barmer closing in. Andy low on battery. Tell with the flashing rear light there that comes on when they're saving battery. Oh, a bit of a wiggle there. But yeah, Andy isn't letting Barmer by at all. Through Portier. Oh, and Barmer's lost a fair bit of ground. The gap has opened up to 0.7. Barmer closes in a little bit more. He just needs to get a run somewhere, or Andy to make a mistake. Stick your nose in. Just somewhere. Or is he close enough? He doesn't use any of his battery. He's weaving his car. He's not happy. He's screaming at Andy, let me by. Oh, dear me. Oh! Well, this is tight. Remember, 3-second time penalty. Saw him cut the chicane there. And Vermouth's into the pits. Oh. Damage. Yep. Oh! Okay then. He retires from the session. Our second retirement. Oh, here comes Barmer. Can he find a way by? Need to be brave. Oh, he's close enough this time, and he knows he's close enough. Using up his battery, and he defends. Oh, Barmer, just send it, bro. Just send it. He is weaving. Let me by. He's screaming out to him, let me by. Andy driving in the middle of the road. Barmer going for it down the inside here at Mirabeau. Andy will have the inside lane at the hairpin, but he doesn't fight it. Barmer is finally... Oh, in contact, I think, between the two. Hang on a minute. That might have been lag, but those two got almightily close at the hairpin. Barber's finally through. Oh, dearie me. And now Barber's able to open up the taps, try and pull away. His main rival at this stage is probably Arba in 4th. He's on the same strategy as Barber. And Passassin, I doubt Barber will be able to close the gap. 23.5 seconds, that's a big margin. Too big to claw back. And everyone knows how quick Passassin is. So... Arba closing in now on Andy. Down the hill. Around Mirabeau. Around the hairpin. Now I wonder if Arba will get the same treatment as Barber. Let's see. JCK has retired in the pit lane. Our 3rd retirement, and they're not on track, and Andy just lets him by. What? People confuse me. People confuse me. Oh well. Gap is 3.6 seconds between Barber and Arba. See if Arba can close the gap. He's on slightly fresher tyres. Literally slightly. It's like 1 lap fresher, but even that can make a bit of a difference. Now, Andy, when will he pit? Now, the initial stint on the soft tyre was about 10 laps or so, so they'll probably pit lap 28, 29, I imagine. Kit and Petter's in the pits. Front wing change for him and a set of hards going on the car. Away he goes. And where will he come out in clear air, so Kittenpetter should be able to get his head down. Lecture Belay closing in a little bit on Bursey. Gap of 1.3 seconds. The gap steadily increasing now, 1.5. The Blade, all he needs to do is stay within that 3 seconds. Because Bursey does have that time penalty next to his name. So he doesn't need to push all out. Definitely doesn't want to push all out at this stage. We've still got heaps of laps to go. Still plenty of time for this race to change. You can see there. Only Andy is the only driver that hasn't pitted yet. The only one. Everyone else has made a stop. There's a position change. Andy up by 7. And when he pits, he'll lose about, I want to say 18 seconds or so. I'll push him back towards probably Aaron in P7. Maybe Peyton in P8 even. Depending on how long the stop is. And Andy is constantly losing time as he's on very, very, very worn tyres. Lopez a penalty. 3 seconds next to his name. And Arba hasn't been able to close in on Barmer either. Barmer has put the hammer down. Gap has increased to 5.8 seconds between the two. So Barmer's got a fair bit of pace. He'll be enjoying himself, I'm sure. Though this lap car might be a bit interesting to deal with. It's express. Fortunately, the car's ghost, but you can imagine how problematic the lap cars are. He's weaving about. I think he's tried to say thank you there, because Express just got out of the way. Now, very professional-like. JCK has left the session. It's always good when the drivers respect blue flags. As Peyton gets a 3-second time penalty. See some that turn themselves into a roadblock for whatever reason and they don't get out of the way. It's quite irritating for anyone who's on the lead lap. Barmer building that margin over Arba. He's increased it to 6.4 seconds. But Passassin out in front is constantly pulling away. Tell you what, seeing as there's not a lot happening right now, as Dream's coming up now for Barmer, as Vermeer leaves the session, I'll turn on the telemetry as Dream gets out of the way. Barmer weaves again. I think that's a thank you. We'll see how Barmer operates himself around this racetrack during race conditions. He's got 63% ERS. Comes around Massenet, 5th gear, brings it down to 4th. Nice and gentle on the throttle, gentle on the brakes. 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th. Back down to 2nd gear for Mirabeau. Down to 1st, I imagine. There we are. You can see there with the throttle input and the brake input, you have to be very gentle with the car. Driving very cleanly through the tunnel, then through the Nouvelle chicane, brings it back down to 2nd gear. Gearbox got a bit wonky there. Dream gets a 3-second time penalty, using a bit of battery before to back. Through the swimming pool complex, 4th gear, through the 2nd part, then through La Rascasse. Then Anthony Nogues. But you can see there for Barmer, it's all about being smooth on the controls. Nice and smooth. We'll compare that to our current race leader, Passassin. 71% ERS. 2nd gear. You can see really cutting the track there. You can afford to do that as Andy pits. Be going on the soft tyre. So on lap 26 he decides to pit. Very interesting. Actually for him it would be lap 25, wouldn't it? 3rd gear through Rascasse. Interesting. Same with the final turn. Onto the pit straight. Uses up his battery on the pit straight. And through Saint-Devote. See with Passassin, he's just maximizing whatever width there is on the racetrack. Lopez gets out of the way there. Around the hotel hairpin. But again, it's a similar story. Just being very fine with your inputs. You have to be very gentle with the car. Can't be too forceful on the throttle and the brake or with the steering. You have to get into a rhythm. Then you have to stay in that rhythm all the way throughout the race. As I said, right at the beginning, a single misjudgment, single lapse in concentration, your race is done. This track is that brutal. No, it's always fascinating to see how really good drivers actually operate themselves around racetracks. You can learn a lot by watching really, really good people do their thing. Little tips and tricks. to try and improve on certain racetracks. And yeah, I think for a lot of people they need as much help as they can around Monaco, myself included. I suck around here. Always tend to watch faster drivers just to see what they do. Just so then I have a nicer time of it when I do a league race here. Or a career mode race for that matter. Oh, as Electric Blade goes into the barrier there at Tabac. He lost 2/10 through that corner. Bit of locking up there. Saw that puff of smoke. His front wing looks relatively okay, and he hasn't lost a great deal of time to Bursey. Andy on the soft tyre. He'll be trying to close in on Peyton, try and take that 7th place. And if he can, try and close in on Aaron to take P6. On the soft tyre, you'll have that much more confidence around here. Kittenpetter gets a 3-second time penalty. He's 41 seconds behind his teammate. That is massive. But yeah, with fresh tyres, with a light car, you're able to push pretty hard here. Close the gap to 3.2 seconds. Coming through the Nouvelle chicane. Nice and easy through there, not wanting to get a warning. In fact, that gap has opened to 3.5 seconds. It used to be 3.2. So Peyton's got some speed. Got some proper speed. On the pit straight, DRS open. We close in on Aaron down the pit straight towards Saint-Avold. Up the hill. They're steadily chipping away at the margin. Getting that little bit closer. Applying that little bit more pressure onto Aaron. Try and force a mistake. Oh, big wiggle there through Mirabeau. And that is somebody going slowly. Probably Breezy in the Williams, his AI. Probably. Alright, 4/10. Is he close enough? A bit of wheel spin there at the exit of the corner. He's closing in, but not by enough. More sparks flying there. Down the hill towards Mirabeau. Does he look? No. Brakes early. Stays behind the Haas. Through the tunnel, 0.6 of a second separating the two. Does he use any battery through the tunnel? Doesn't seem like it. Through the chicane. Gets close. Round to back. Or a bit of a wiggle there when riding the inside curb of turn 13. Round Raskas. Then Anthony Nogues. Oh, a lot of wheel spin there. He's trying to find as much traction as possible. He's got to run. Aaron defends hard. He wants P6. So does Peyton. This little squabble is letting Andy catch up. There he is there. That flash of orange. And through goes Peyton. So Kerry made a mistake. A small mistake at Casino Square and let... Huh. Just let Peyton through. Okay, fair enough. And Andy's ghosting. Ah, I know why. Because he's a lap car. That's Assassin. Lopez has retired. All of them have been in the pits. We haven't had a single retirement due to a crash. Oh. And Aaron goes into the pit, so his mistake at Casino Square gave him damage. He shouldn't have to worry though, he's got a 52-second margin to get him better, so... yeah. Assassin out in front, leading the way. 41.8 seconds between him and Barber. It's massive. Hello you three. Bursey, Electric Blade, and Peyton. To think these fellas are about to get lapped, because Assassin is coming in hot. See the British Racing Green dot that's arriving into the Nouvelle Chicane. Peyton. It's on the back of Electric Blade. They're starting to go because there's Assassin. Opens DRS, uses up battery. Now, for Peyton, he doesn't have a DRS advantage anymore because the car in front has DRS too. He has to find a more creative way to try and pass. And look at that, Peyton obeying the blue flags, getting out of the way there. Assassin driving through Electric Blade, who hit the wall twice there at Portier, and here comes Peyton. Lopez has left the session. Blade is out of battery. Oh, not close enough to attack. They're still ghosting for some reason, even though the leader has passed all three of them. And that might be put to question because Peyton's the only one who genuinely obeyed the blue flag, so I'm pretty sure. Oh, and a big slide there for the Alpha driver. Yeah, you saw Peyton get out of the way and genuinely let the Aston through. I'm pretty sure with the other two, they just let ghosting do all the work, and that was a big moment at Saint-Avold. Andy is closing in. So we got a four-way battle for P4. What a happy little coincidence that is. But to think the only drivers who aren't going to be lapped are P2 and P3. Yeah, everyone else is lapped. Such as Monaco. I've seen a couple of races where the gaps have been this big. It really is a brutal test. Whoa, big wiggle. There goes Breezy's AI into the pits. Around Saint-Avold. All that Bursey needs to do is keep up what he's been doing so far. Monaco, it's that difficult to pass. Just basically need to drive in the middle of the road and you'll be fine. But he must maintain concentration. Really important that he maintains concentration. Can't be too distracted by what's in front or what's behind him. Just needs to do his own thing. And that is Express bringing out the yellow flag there. He was getting out of the way. Payton, a 3-second time penalty, increasing his tally to 6. He's on level ground with Bursey. Never mind! As Electric Blade makes a mistake, Bursey made one too. And that's Passassin in the pits, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I saw Passassin going in. But for some reason, the pit graphic isn't up. Oh, that's why I have it on penalties. Yeah, for some reason, when you have it on penalties, the pit graphic doesn't come up. He can do this because he's got that big of a lead. He's going to try and set fastest lap as Bursey drops down to P8 because he got damage. Righto. So he drops down. Best he can hope for is P8. I doubt he'll get fastest lap considering Passassin is on soft tyres. So it's turned into a 3-way battle for 4th. Electric Blade leading this group. Got Payton right behind and Andy following suit. These fellas on lap 37. Pretty sure Passassin is on lap 38 now. He'll try and snag fastest lap here. We're right on board for the lap. There's Express. He'll get out of the way shortly. Yeah, he was sort of forced to use ghosting there. Alvar, a 3-second time penalty. Around the Grand Hotel hairpin. And the second Mirabeau. Keeps it in second gear for Portier. Short shifts to third. 4th gear, 5th gear, using up his overtake. Through the Nouvelle Chicane. Cutting a lot there. Almost criminal that you can get away with that. Through to back. Swimming pool complex, 6th gear, brings it back down to 4th. Around La Rascasse. And he's going to lap these guys again. Opens DRS. Up to the line. A 1 minute 9.525. That is fastest lap. And a 3-second time penalty because he cut turn 1. And he laps all of those drivers again. Electric Relay desperately hanging on to P4. He doesn't have to worry about Payton so much because he has 6 seconds worth of penalties. Does have to worry a little bit about Andy in P6. No pens. He's right there. A single mistake from any of these three can have massive effect on who finishes where. Barmo's just started the final lap. Passassin is halfway through it. Simply commanding drive out in front. After what happened between Payton and Cameron, Passassin just led the way and has completely dominated here on the streets of Monte Carlo. Passassin will cross the line to comfortably win the Monaco Grand Prix. Electric Blade will hang on to P4. Only just 6/10 between him and Andy. And in fact, Aaron takes P6 away from Payton. Those 6 seconds of penalties being costly. Bursey P8, Kitten Petter, when he crosses the line, he'll finish 9th. Dream P10. And we have Express and the AI of Breezy, who's still out there. Barmer will come around Raskas. Collect a nice bundle of points with a P2 finish. 39 seconds behind our race winner. Arba next to finish, completing the podium. We'll be happy with the third place. A nice bundle of points for him too. Then it'll be Kitten Petter, our final finisher, finishing inside the points in 9th. Well, there we are. Driver of the day given to Andy. We'll see his performance in the final results screen. But first, the podium celebrations. Complete domination. Just as soon as he got to the front, no holding him back. Margin of 39 seconds over Barmer. Arba will complete the podium in P3 as well. He'll be happy with the podium after his couple of absences. So there we are. Every single driver was lapped except for the top 3. Such is the nature of Monaco. Electric Blade, he'll be happy with P4. I believe that's his best finish of the season so far. Andy from P11 to P5 made up the most amount of places from where they started. Aaron from P8 to P6. Peyton from pole position to P7. After the lap 1 drama, his race for the win was basically over. Bursey P8, Kitten Petter 9th, and Dream rounds out the top 10, with both Petter and Dream making up a few places over the course of this race. Then Express, Breezy, Lopez, JCK, Vermouth, and Cameron. Cameron, I'm sure he'd be bitterly disappointed with that race. After qualifying 2nd, he ended up being our first retirement of the race. No, it was a fairly long race here at Monaco, as it typically is. Not a great deal of action, but I've definitely seen worse around here. There were definitely a few moments in that race where it was fairly interesting to watch. Of course, we had that early race drama and the spectacular qualifying session, as it usually is here at Monaco. Some may argue, and successfully argue at that Monaco is the best qualifying spectacle out of any race on the Formula 1 calendar. And I would tend to agree with that. But no. Congratulations again to the top 3 for their performances, but yeah, big congrats to Passassin. My goodness. What a draw. Yeah. I'm just reading the Twitch chat there. Barmer isn't too happy. But, I mean, come on. 2nd place. Got to be happy with that. Barmer, that will make it your 6th podium of the season. Got 2nd places in Australia, Azerbaijan, Canada, and here at Monaco. You got 2 wins at the Netherlands and Austria, so still really good for you. And this is win number 2 for Passassin. Sorry, win number 3. Winning in France, Canada, and Monaco. So, now the gap at the top will reduce slightly, but we still got a long championship in front of us. So a lot of action, a lot of drama to take place in the following races. But with the race finally over, it's time for us to end the stream. Tune in next week as the AM1 Championship will start up again. But until then, I've been Lane Everingham. Thank you all so much for watching. And we'll see you for round 9 at another prestigious, legendary, and difficult circuit. Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, the home of the Belgian Grand Prix. Hope to see you there. Good night.